I don't know if you want to call this picking up where we left off on wiring, or if it's the first actual wiring video that we're getting in. Whew, Clifford, sir, you are a mess. This is a mess. Getting you fixed is going to be a mess. But, I think I've got ourselves a solution worked out, guys. If you remember from the last video, which, by the way, let me back up. I'm Dickensy71. Thanks for tuning in with us. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dylan. This is Clifford. This was my great-grandpa's turbo four-wheel drive LS swap truck that is in current state of needing an engine. The engine is at a machine shop, and we're patiently waiting for that. And we're going to make upgrades in the meantime. Upgrades which include rewiring this whole ordeal, so that way we can party harder, party nicer, drive nicer, right? That's what we're doing. So if you remember, we were talking about how we can make inputs and outputs from our new Holley Pro Dash, how we could take inputs and outputs from that and the pre-existing Holley inputs and outputs and make them nice, okay? Typically speaking, when you have really nice race cars, really high-end builds that are kind of specific to the racetrack, in this general area where this door bar is, people will often put a panel like right here and go over that way or this way, whichever, full area. But on this panel, they will have like terminal strips, they will have solenoids, relays, everything's labeled, everything makes nice, neat, pretty right-hand turns. It looks phenomenal to have all of the wiring and all of the available connections right here at your disposal for whenever you need to make changes. Well, when you're a street truck like me, man, what happened to our seat? Got crap in it. Got crap in it. Oh well, we'll be getting these out. That's where the video's going today. Long story short, seats are coming out. We got work to do. But anyway, when you have a street truck like me, you want, or at least for me, I want this thing to maintain a semblance of street truck whenever you open this door. I don't want to open this door and then there be this massive ball of wiring here, regardless of how good it looks. I don't want somebody to come bebopping, open this door up, turn around, and there's just a mess of wire standing there. I don't care how good it looks. That's not what I want. But I do want the same functionality. I do want the same, functionality. I don't know what to call it. I want the same functionality of having all of my wiring nice, easily, and acceptable, but I don't want it as visible. So this is where taking the interior comes out. Because this angled area, this small buildable area, isn't the only one that we have. After spending a few days climbing around in this rig, I realized that we've got this area to work with. We've got this whole nice triangled area, and it is relatively, out of sight, out of mind, which, by the way, we gotta be painting that too. That's just, it's on the agenda. Didn't happen before race week. But anyway, what we're getting at is that is a nice workable area, very easy to reach things right here. The seat slides forward, you name it. And I think this is where our wiring panel is gonna go. And now this is all still just a theory. I am still working out the details, but after spending a few days rolling around this thing, trying to figure out what I was gonna do, honestly, I was being a little bit lazy, didn't wanna do it, but it's time. The interior has got to come right back out. We just put it in before race week because we had got the cage welded in and all of it was out, and then the day of race week we slammed the interior in that morning. But it's got to come back out. So today's video is making room for the wiring, making room to work, making room for us to get this thing done in such a way that we have a nice, easy to work on, but clean and serviceable functional wiring board. Oh, are you even a dad if you don't make grunting noises when you squat? I don't know, just a thought. But anyway, guys, it is interior pulling time. It is time to get the seats out. It's quite a bit of work for one guy. It is tough to wrestle these things out. May have to recruit Allie, you never know. But it is time to get these seats out. It is time to make room to have room to work. Let's get it. One cleaned out truck. First step is done. Oh. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate how quickly it gets dark? It's the freaking worst. Okay, so back to where I was trying to show you guys a few minutes ago. I think that, with this bright light, this area right here is going to be my paneled area on new available connections. I think everything's going to come in from the back up here. We're going to run everything under the old carpet, and we may even paint this cage while everything's out. I guess now's a good time as any. Obviously not tonight, we're not working on that, but before the interior goes back in, probably have some paint on this. And a real quick short story before we get back to wiring here is, I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that the truck is green. Obviously there's some leftover dirt and stuff in there, but it's this really pretty green color. That's because the truck used to be you know, this hunter green, emerald green, I forget the exact color, but it was like a dark green, and autumn wood, a really cool like brown goldish color. I'll drop a picture of OG colored Clifford right now. But okay, so freaking cool color scheme, and yes, if you're wondering or if you're hoping, Clifford is going back to that someday. And so I always had dreams that the cage would get painted the same green as the truck, just as a really cool like neat tribute and feature or whatever. But I'm just not sure that my schedule is going to line up with the exterior painting to also get the cage done at the same time, because right now I'm ready to race. I'm ready to get my engine back and I'm ready to start racing, which means I've got to finish up all this stuff so that way when it is back, we can get right after it. I kind of figured I'd throw that little tidbit in there, that truck was not always this iridium metallic. This was like a 2015 GMC color that I had done, because Clifford was actually T-boned over on the passenger side by a mail lady, a USPS lady, kind of smacked me over there. And it was during that time we got him repainted, because the original paint was busted. It was trash. My great-grandpa ran this thing anywhere he wanted to go. If he thought he could go hunting somewhere, whether there was a road or not, there was one when he was done. But okay, it is harness pulling time. Remember, we decided that we were going to pull the harness out this way instead of trying to shove everything that way. So let's see how much of this big old lanterned up mess comes out of here. I think we're pulling on like the main power stuff here. Here comes some fuses. Ooh, there's a relay. This goes to like the fuel pump and the coils and stuff, I believe, if I can remember correctly. That connection still feels connected. We have to go check that one out. Red and white. Let's go. Let me go look. Let me go look. Oh, come on. Come on out there. Sure enough, everything was a little bit bound up in there. So that is one piece of the pie. Whoa, 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 come back, come back, come back. One piece of the pie is removed. Got a little bit more to go. Come on, come on. Here it is, guys. This is about 90% of your Holley Terminator X wiring here. It's not going to come all the way out of the truck, but you've got most of it, most of the way out of the truck. This being your main power and stuff there, wherever that goes. Lots of stuff left to play with here. Whew. And so, guys, it feels very, very good to have a clean slate to work with. Obviously, we have lots we need to work with, but man, clean slate, super nice, super happy to have that. Cannot wait to get this ball rolling. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. So step one complete. The interior is stripped. The harness is most of the way out of the truck. I got to start figuring out what connections I still have to clip on the inside, and then start feeding everything back through the hole that we made the other day, because the grommet is here for that. And also I ordered stuff to relocate the battery. So that's all going to be coming up in future episodes of this kind of this playlist. That's what we're going to do. We're going to walk through this playlist on rewiring Clifford, and basically as my brief instructional on wiring your own Holley Terminator X. And you know, this is not going to be an exact how-to, like you should wire your Holley like this, you should do it like I do, but it's going to be, hey, when you buy a Holley Terminator X, these are going to be the loose connections that you have available, and you need to make sure that they're quality, that they're done well. And if you're confused on where any of these things go, maybe we can kind of clear that up for you as we can address all of the loose wires that come in the Terminator X Max that I have. But for today, that is gonna be it. We are clean slate started, interior is stripped, and that's gonna do it. So as always, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching. I am Diggins E71. Keep digging. We'll see you next time.